that Crown Innergy. Crown Innergy. Yeah, you special, you know. Truly, it's a blessing how you just gon' walk in your purpose. Hard to match your energy just by the way that you going. That Crown Energy. Yeah, I watch you grow like a flower.
Hello, my beautiful queens. Let's dive right in on today's topic on how I created this workspace in the spare bedroom. Now, I say workspace because this is where I do multiple things, such as filming, creating content, working on special projects, and simply brain dumping ideas. This is proof that you don't have to have everything figured out before you begin. This room didn't happen overnight. It wasn't expensive and it definitely wasn't perfect. Honestly, this room is a reflection of my journey. When I first started back in December of 2025, I didn't have all the money and I didn't have every piece of furniture. Didn't even know exactly how everything was going to come together. But I knew one thing. I knew why I was doing it. And I wanted a space that made me feel inspired, a space that reminded me every single day that I was building a different life. So that's exactly what I did, one piece at a time, one paycheck at a time, and one thrift store visit at a time. And as you can see, the purple in here is the color I chose because for me, it represents royalty, purpose, creativity, and stepping into the woman I'm becoming. Every time I walk into this room, I'm reminded to carry myself like the queen God created me to be. Now, don't get me wrong. I bought some things new, but not everything. A lot of what you see came from the thrift stores. Some things I already owned and simply repurposed. Instead of looking at what I didn't have, I started asking myself, what can I create with what I already have? The question changed everything. I think sometimes we believe we need thousands of dollars before we can create something beautiful, but that's just not true. Beauty comes from the vision, not your bank account. This room took me about 3 months to complete. I started in December of 2025 and March 2026, I could finally say it was finished. But here's what people don't see. Every day after I got off from work, I came home and I spent a couple of hours working on this room. And then I would do it all over again the next day. And then on weekends, whenever I had free time, I'd work a little more. Some days I made a lot of progress. And some days all I did was paint one wall or none at all. Some days I just moved things around trying to figure out what looked right. But I kept showing up and little by little, it started looking like the vision that I had in my mind. That's exactly how life works too. We spend so much time waiting until we know the entire plan, waiting until we have more money, waiting until we feel more confident, waiting until someone gives us permission. But what if the only thing you really had to do was just to take the first step? That's what Crown Energy means to me. It's choosing to move even when everything isn't figured out. It's trusting yourself enough to begin before you have all the answers. Now, I didn't know exactly how this room was going to come together. I didn't know when every piece would find its place, but I did know my why, and that why was stronger than the excuse that tried to stop me. That's something I hope every woman watches this remembers. Your dream doesn't have to happen all at once. You don't have to buy everything today. You don't have to have the perfect setup, and you don't have to know every single step. You just have to start. Collect the pieces over time, celebrate the little wins, work with what you already have, trust that every small decision is building something bigger than you might can see it right now. Because one day you'll look around and realize that what felt impossible became your reality. Not because it happened overnight, but because you trusted and you refused to quit. So if you're waiting for a sign, this is it. Start with what you have, use what you have, trust your vision, and let your crown energy guide you the rest of the way. I will see you in the next video. As always, take what resonates, leave what doesn't, and always honor what feels true and aligned for you.